It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. And our coverage tonight at the American Airlines Center, where the Dallas Mavericks will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, not much has changed with them this season if you're talking strictly one-loss record compared to a year ago. They're 9th in the West, right about where they were then. For Denver coach Mike Malone, he has had a lot of success with players buying in to his system. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's most an offense allows, players to read situations for themselves and make decisions.
And that's all you want as a player.
That's it.
Well, he pushes players to be the best they can be, and he's from New York. He's from the Ken NYC.
No doubt.
He's a no-nonsense guy.
No doubt.
Are you a no-nonsense guy?
No, I'm from Jersey. I'm something else.
I know. What are you?
from
know
Jersey?
what?
I'm a brick city man. Get it? Free throw line, shoot bricks.
Yeah, I know that. I was going to say that.
Oh, you know that, huh?
Yeah. So if you're not a no-nonsense guy, are you an all-nonsense guy?
No.
Are you a some-nonsense guy?
I'm a never-nonsense guy. You're giving me nonsense now.
Yeah, I am.
Stop it.
I'm giving you all nonsense.
Stop it before I smack Kenny.
I was all nonsense.
Please don't.
I was all nonsense first team. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Today's game finds the Nuggets winding down their road trip. And, of course, Paul Millsap. And it's our first glimpse of him, looking good in his new Nuggets jersey.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And before the game gets started, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. David.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's pretty tall order. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And with this much of the season in the books, you get the sense teams, Brent, are starting to view areas they need to address.
Yeah, this is always interesting, Kevin. If it's before the trade deadline, you may start looking around the league for players that might come in and get you poised for a playoff run by making a shift in your personnel.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Fareed in at the power forward position. Now Mudiay, Harrison Barnes missing on the three. Barton, no luck. Barnes outside, the fadeaway, no good off the front iron. And so here's Denver. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
I think mostly they just did not give themselves a chance on the inside. They settled too much for the jump shot. I would have liked to have seen a better effort to get the ball to the paint.
Barton outside, passes to Mudiay. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. And the rejection by Noel.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Oh, nice move. He can do some damage in there if he's given the chance.
Now here's Fareed. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
Curry kicks to Nowitzki. And it's Dallas with another.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Barnes against Barton. Screen by Fareed. And here's Millsap from the arc. And another miss by Denver.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Matthews. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Fareed.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
Goes up the baseline. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Curry dishes to Matthews. It's stolen by Moutier. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. To the inside. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Matthews, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton. And Wes Matthews last summer coming off surgery to repair a torn Achilles tendon. Frank, were you surprised to see the Mavericks laid out 4 years and $70 million under those circumstances?
A bit of a gamble, but with the technology of recovery today, they had to feel pretty confident. And one of the toughest, most dedicated players we have in our league, they said if anyone could come back from this, it would be him.
Free throw, good. Matthews. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Free throw shooting. Just another part of his game he does extremely well.
Down low, here's Moutier, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's a great look inside for Moutier. Nice body control, and like to see him with those kind of looks.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Millsap. Finished off the break. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Exactly. They get out quickly, executed to perfection.
Now here's Matthews. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Looks like he might have a little bit of an edge to his game today.
Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Noel. And here is Curry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Matthews sets a screen for Curry. Nowitzki a screen. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Now here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Barton. He is definitely not misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's good. Through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. That sends Harrison Barnes to the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Still believe that the Nuggets play their best when the ball is moving around. They rely on ball movement to create shots and open up opportunities. They don't have a lot of great isolation players.
Mavericks on D. They lead by 7.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind. And nice job again, that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
They're clearly dialed in, making each possession count. Now the challenge is, let's maintain that focus and concentration.
And Denver has possession, following the score by Dallas. Barton kicks to Millsap. Pass to Fareed. 5 on the clock to stop the run. Again, Millsap missing. And with the Nuggets being at their best when their assist numbers are so high, that's been a trend for them for nearly a decade.
The Nuggets have not had an all-star in some time, and they are best when relying on one another. That builds a lot of team chemistry and a lot of team confidence. A high number of their baskets were assisted on last year, and you love playing with a selfless team.
And Nerlens Noel, already an exceptional defender, but his offensive game is still, Greg, a work in progress.
Yeah, they're trying to develop his free throw shot, and I think they're hoping his elbow jumper improves along with it. He can already pass and slash from the high post, and if he gets that jumper going, he'll have the makings of a triple threat.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Noel.
And with Dirk Nowitzki setting screens in the pick and pop and Coach Rick Carlisle's schemes, the Mavericks always have the foundation for a terrific offense.
And the Mavericks with great ball movement and player movement, and they limit the turnovers.
Yeah, a disciplined group. They have a clear concept of what they're trying to do, and one of the top teams in the league in terms of catch and shoot attempts. They keep it moving side to side, and the players off the ball stay in constant motion.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Mavericks.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Millsap a screen. Moutier pass to Millsap. To the paint. Here's Fareed. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
I think the first time you saw Kenneth Fareed, you knew he was going to be one of those guys as a special undersized rebounder. Great on the offensive glass, great instincts to track down loose balls, and relentless pursuit.
Nowitzki. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Millsap a screen. The pass to Jokic. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Fareed is a gifted rebounder, as you said, Brent, one of the few active players to record over 25 rebounds in a single game.
Well, he could also thank his teammates for missing a lot of shots, Kevin, but I jest. His rebounds and activity really are important for his team, and they feed off of that energy. You know, you're playing a long NBA season, Kevin. Sometimes you need a spark plug, a guy out there who's going to hop around a little bit and get you going. Kenneth Faried does that for the Nuggets.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Noel. Josh McRoberts comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Seth Curry. Big group substitution here for Denver. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Paul Millsap. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Murray subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Now here's Barea following the miss by Jamal Murray. Barnes dishes to Powell. The drive by Barnes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And so many teams now playing drive and kick offense. Dribble penetration is at a premium. And some players use raw speed. Others just have that feel. What makes, in your opinion, a great slasher?
I think a slasher who really is good at catching the defense off stride, Kevin, is one that just has tremendous timing. A guy that understands his teammate and when it is that his teammate is going to recognize where it is on the floor that he's going to be and when it is that he needs the ball in order to be an effective scorer.
Sometimes without any words, no communication, just a look or just a feel.
Just a quick glance and, you know, they'll do that 2-point dance and all of a sudden that possession's over.
Bang. Denver making a switch here. Lyles checked in. Barnes hits them both.
Well, Mike Malone is all about business and the business of defense, holding his team accountable for how they play on that end of the floor. He also wants his team to be very strong on the glass, which they tend to be. A defensive stop doesn't become one until you get the rebound.
Mavericks making a switch here. Going back to Malone, he's known for being a strong defensive coach. Brent made his name for himself when he first started in the league in that category.
Well, I think Coach Malone realizes, Kevin, that on a nightly basis, the shooting can come and the shooting can go. But what you can rely on is your defensive effort and the presence on that end of the floor. So he continues to demand effort and energy from these young Nugget players.
Here is Barea following the score by Jamal Murray. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Chandler right side. Got a piece of it. From deep. Arthur grabs the board.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Denver's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Murray with it. Harris is there. Out to Chandler. Here's Murray up on top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and the basket is good.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Mavericks leading by 9. Now here's Barea. He feeds it to McRoberts. 11 feet away, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's on Gary Harris. For Dallas, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he knocks down the first one. And the Mavericks last season acquiring Wes Matthews. They thought they'd make a huge free agent coup in acquiring center DeAndre Jordan, but he ended up backing out of his verbal agreement and then staying with the LA
for a franchise that had been trying for years to acquire a star center to pair with Dirk Nowitzki. But they recovered nicely. It was Zaza Pachulia, who had a huge season for them.
Denver calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Well, take your breather, but then come up with a game plan or a set that produces something high percentage. Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Also a good decision from the coach to settle your guys down new and everybody on the same page.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Inside. And the layup is good. Arthur's got his second bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here is Barea looking for his first basket still in this one. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's McRoberts, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
With McRoberts, you just aren't sure if he's going to pass or shoot. He makes a great decision there and gets the D to be too aggressive with him. Well, because he's lefty, you have to say crafty. That's kind of written in the books, Kevin. But Josh McRoberts is that. Plays with a lot of energy and a great role player his entire career, who gets out and sparks his teammates with his playmaking ability.
And so McRoberts nails both of them. And as for McRoberts, he is great in that energy off the bench role, Brent. He leaves everything out there on the floor.
Well, sometimes his emotions can get him a bit behind the 8 ball during a game, but you take the good with the bad. Overall, he's a very, very good passer, a reluctant shooter, but definitely a guy you want to play with who'll set you up for a good look. Whew. That is a bad second foul there, guys. His team needs him to stay on the floor.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line from Mavericks, Wilson Chandler. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Shooting so vital in today's game, Brent. Ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. When you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game.
Yep, that one goes.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Harris kicks to Murray. There's a screen. Miles inside, guarded by Powell. It's stolen by Harris. Fast break, Dallas. McRoberts leading the charge. Barea, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Mavericks leading by 11. The dish now to Powell. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lyles. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Barea, the pass to McRoberts. Pass to Powell. The feed to Harris. They set the screen. Back to Powell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
Now Murray. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 11. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one more before it's all said and done.
I mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you know, you see how great that felt and, you know, how happy the city was, and it was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again, you want to experience it again.
Once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
I like the fact that they love to protect the rim, love to send shots back in your face, and really, they're good at it.
They've got Noel. Harris is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Josh McRoberts. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Nuggets trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dirk Nowitzki says he can still picture himself as that kid from Würzburg. And to him, it's surreal being listed among the legends atop the NBA scoring charts. But Coach Rick Carlisle is less circumspect. He said there's never been a 7-footer who's played his position the way he's played it to his age. And he has a lot of good basketball left in him. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. A game that's built to last. Now, here's Jokic. 23 points for him the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Here's Barea after the Nuggets pick up 2. Down low, here's Noel. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Murray kicks to Jokic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. You watch Jokic play and you can see why so many are high on his ability to be a star someday. Brent has all the tools, is a legit 7-footer, and he moves with such ease.
Yeah, Jokic has a nice face-up game and has lateral movement as a big, which is quite impressive. Sense of spacing with his passing is pretty good. His timing on defense is good. Be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple seasons.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, the Denver Nuggets franchise still mining for their first NBA title. They've had some very good teams, but have yet to make it to the finals. They did make it to the ABA finals back in '76. Still, these fans have yet to have a team win the West.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Fareed's checked in for Arthur. Millsap comes in for Wilson Chandler. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Moutier in for Murray. Now here's Curry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's deflected. Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
It just has to be frustrating to guard a guy like Fareed. He is so good at getting the D to be too aggressive with him on looks like that.
And the Nuggets and their lack of making it to the finals. The team has been in the NBA since 1977, Brent. They've had some great teams, though, along the way.
Yeah, the Nuggets have not had tremendous team success, and you have to look back recently at the mellow years with Chauncey Billups and even Allen Iverson on those squads, and back in the 80s with Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe and Dan Issel. Still a team starved for success.
Both free throws good from Fareed. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Curry. There's a screen by Noel. Nobody near Barnes. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Moutier with the ball. 8 points his last outing. And Fareed has it in the corner. Clock at 6. And here's Millsap from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Millsap's got 5.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
Curry, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Moutier, but they'll get another chance. And here is Curry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the paint. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Matthews. Nice shot from the wing. 6-point Dallas lead. Denver's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Moutier with the ball. Curry meets him. A 3 ball. Again, Millsap missing.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and, at this point, his confidence.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Martin left side. Fareed right side. And another miss by Denver.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Defending. Matthews dishes to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jokic with the screen on Curry. Moutier kicks to Jokic. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yes, and Moutier might have been able to take that shot himself, but instead heads up on a swivel and delivers to his teammate.
For Denver, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Now, you played all the backcourt positions, including shooting guard. Some have said the talent level at the 2 guard has fallen off a bit of late. Would you agree with that?
I think it's been an interesting shift, Kevin, in the NBA with regards to the scoring point guard and how much there are guards in our league who initiate offense not with the pass, but more with their ability to get to the rim, eventually get to the foul line, their ability to score the basketball and run pick-and-roll offenses. And with how quick teams are playing, maybe there are fewer opportunities for shooting guards to get the ball in positions where they can score.
But 2 guards have got to handle the ball. We're seeing that more and more, that versatility is important for teams.
No question about it. A lot of coaches are looking for complementary 2 guards or small forwards. Make the next play after your point guard draws defense. Can that be just as effective with his pass, with his scoring? Then you got a combination that can do some damage.
So it's the man. Pick up 2. Stolen by Fareed. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
And the 3 ball really hurting them right now. Taking way too many bad shots from deep. Yeah, they've had some decent looks, but when it's not falling, it's hurting your cause. I wouldn't say to go away entirely from the 3, but they've got to do a better job
of only taking a three when it's a great shot.
Outside Curry. Kicks to Matthews. Noel passes to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And there on the 2K leaderboard are the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Nuggets, number 1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Here's Barton. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Moutier dishes to Fareed, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. Outside Curry. And he lays in the alley-oop. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Passes it to Jokic. The leaner inside. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And how about the numbers on Paul Millsap? He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up about 21 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
Denver calls timeout. Well, the Nuggets have been a force on the offensive glass for quite some time, and you know what, Brent? Last year was no different.
Well, interesting, Kevin, because in the modern game, a lot of teams shying away from sending multiple players into offensive rebound as it affects your transition defense and your ability to set up. So we'll see if that trend continues for the Nuggets, but they do have quick athletic guards that can punish you on the glass.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And Denver also making a switch. Trey Lyles checked in for Nikola Jokic. Barnes against Millsap. Inside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry kicks to Matthews. There's the pick. Inside. Powell. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki. Second in three-point field goal percentage, and he's among the most consistent free throw shooters in the league, presently ranked 3rd by percentage.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 12. Now here's Moutier. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Right side Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Lyles. Nowitzki with the steal. Now here's Curry, defended by Moutier. The jump hook off the left rim and out.
Well, the D wasn't awful, but it wasn't stifling either. He really should have made that shot.
And another miss by Denver. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Curry outside, knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second out for the Mavs.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Barton passes to Moutier. Back to Barton. Matthews with the steal. Millsap with the steal. Dishes to Barton from 10 feet out. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
In watching Will Barton play, or rather as he's known, the people's champ, you know, Brent, you have to love the energy and aggression that he plays with whenever he's out there on the floor.
Well, there's something about the blue-collar player, Kevin, that I think everybody who's a fan of the game always is attracted to. That's what Will Barton does. Very easy to cheer for, and he gives you everything he's got every night.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Paul Millsap. And Murray's subbed in for Moutier. You know, Brent, injury is a part of the game, but the league is being proactive, creating research partnerships with major medical companies to look at reducing stress-related tendon issues, concussion research, all of it being, I think, now looked at by the NBA and the medical side of the league.
I love the fact, Kevin, that they're using modern-day technology, not just after it is that an athlete gets injured in order to perform a procedure medically to get him back on the floor sooner. Really what NBA teams are investing in is preventative medicine, being able to gauge what it is that players are putting themselves through, the stresses on their body, both mentally and physically, and being ahead of the curve with regards to making sure they prevent these injuries from even happening in the first place.
The science is amazing, isn't it?
Well, I was more of a math student, but yes, science is amazing, Kevin.
Harris is checked in for Will Barton. Second one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Matthews, no good.
This team is counting on him to knock down confidence a little bit.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Harris against Matthews. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. And again, Denver, no good.
You know, if you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open.
The Nuggets trail by 14. And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That's his first personal foul. Okay.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And both free throws good for Curry. The Nuggets trail by 16. There's a screen. Feeds to Harris. Harris missing again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Chandler with the steal. He dishes it to Murray. The pass to Lyles. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Even when the D is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. Just an amazing shooter with an impressive stroke.
Powell dishes to McRoberts. And here's the fast break. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's good. Miles got 5 points so far. 1:22 left to play here in the half. Harris against Curry. And he can't bank that one in. The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray kicks to Chandler. Offline with his three. To the middle, and the dunk by Powell.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Harris kicks to Murray. Arthur sets the pick for Murray from the line, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you talk about a scorer who can just get red hot. Jamal Murray is that guy. Once he hits a few from deep, he just gets in his groove and can pick apart a defense. Will attack the rim and mix it up on offense if the D starts to overplay his jump shot.
And with Murray, even in his short college career at Kentucky, he has shown that he can absolutely take over a game with his offense.
Yeah, there were a few games for him with the Wildcats where he just looked to be playing against fifth graders the way he was scoring. Can still get cold from the outside and struggle like anyone else, but when he is on, he is a force of nature on the offensive end.
Man among boys, you're right, G.A.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Barea. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Murray. 8 points for him. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Harris. Puts up a 3. They get it back.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Mavericks lead by 16. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the first half?
Well, you know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. The Nuggets trail by 16, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Kenneth Faried is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Moutier, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow, and that one's good. Barton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets. Dallas leading by 14. Outside Curry. There's a screen by Noel. Curry passes to Barnes. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Barton wide open. He fires. Denver the rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Curry outside. The second chance effort, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Moutier dishes to Barton. Jokic with his screen on Matthews. Barton kicks to Moutier. From deep three-point range, Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side Curry. Back to Matthews. Barnes against Millsap. Fires at the elbow. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Here's Jokic, and it's blocked by Curry. Here's Barnes. Here's Noel. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Barton outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
And the first one drops. And good on the second. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Here's the 3. Get on the assist for Moutier. 8 points for Millsap.
Good looking 3 ball from Millsap there. You got to defend him when he's out there.
Outside Curry. Nowitzki a screen. Curry passes to Nowitzki. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Moutier, and not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
Yeah, man, this game would shift drastically if he was on tonight and making those shots that we normally see him hit.
To the paint, here's Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 5th assist in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Curry dishes to Barnes. Back to Curry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good for Curry. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Timeout.
Denver calls timeout.
Start it.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, some of that right now might be a lack of toughness, but you can't combine that with laziness. Guys are not crashing down and closing off those driving lanes.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
You just don't want to get to a point where you're forcing too much, not just letting the opportunities come within the flow of your offense.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Kenneth Faried. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging 15 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. For 3, Millsap. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Curry kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Curry for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Faried's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hard to believe that Kenneth Faried was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011. And he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own.
And again, Denver no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barton kicks to Faried. The 15-footer. Jump shot is good that time. And 12 points for Paul Millsap.
Millsap seemingly getting more and more good looks as the game goes on, not showing any signs of slowing down.
The dish to Matthews. Out left to the wing. Noel passes to Nowitzki. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And slam dunk by Noel.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
Here's Moutier following the score by Dallas. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Another miss by Millsap.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Matthews dishes to Curry. Wants to get it to Matthews and does. And it's Matthews with the jam.
Excellent use of the fundamental bounce pass. Totally in rhythm.
Fareed, a screen on Curry. Moutier kicks to Millsap. Again, Millsap missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Moutier with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Count that one. Millsap's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me. Not tonight. Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys. Well, as people start to put together underrated lists, Paul Millsap at the power forward or small forward position comes up quite a bit. It's been that way for his entire career. Drafted 47th in 2006, and all he'd done at Louisiana Tech was lead the nation in rebounding, an unprecedented 3 consecutive seasons.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Paul Millsap. Harris is checked in for Barton. And Murray's subbed in for Moutier. Now Barea. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Harris. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And for Millsap, he's never been the most explosive athlete or Brent the most imposing to look at. Really, he's undersized at 6'8".
Well, I think a lot of coaches out there who covet a skill set of somebody at his size didn't misread him. That's why he's having the success he's had the past couple of seasons.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Murray. Barea pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 19. Noel passes to McRoberts. Lets it fly from 18. And the jumper falls for him.
Even with a hand in his face, McRoberts did not panic, took his time, and calmly knocked that one down.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jokic has got 10 points in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harris against Harris. Now here's Barea. Tight defense on him. Pass to McRoberts. It's stolen by Arthur. Chandler outside. The shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. The feed to McRoberts. Dallas moving it around. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Murray. On the wing, Chandler. 5 points in the game. They get a hand on it. Mavericks leading by 19. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Harris. Takes the 3. The rebound by McRoberts. McRoberts has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris outside. Barea dishes to Harris. 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got his first points in this one.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Chandler outside. And the rejection by Noel. And the shot goes down. And that's now 7 points for Wilson Chandler. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. 5th, Jamal Murray.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitted in chemistry-wise for this team.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Harris kicks to McRoberts. Inside. Chandler with the defensive effort.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Lyles checked in for Denver. Mavericks leading by 19 points. And McRoberts kicks to Harris. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Tries from 10. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. It's stolen by Barea. Over to the left wing. McRoberts dishes to Barea. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Denver shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. There's the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Murray's got 10 points.
And Murray showing some smart in that pick and roll.
Barea kicks to Harris. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Arthur passes to Murray. Second chance shot. That's tipped, and they get it back. And at last, they get one to fall. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter. Mavericks leading by 19. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the paint. Powell dishes to McRoberts. Goes up again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nuggets trail by 21. Murray with it. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Harris. Three-pointer. That one misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Dallas running away with this one. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Dallas leading by 21. Nowitzki is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Devin Harris. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Barea in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, I like the thought, but the execution was not there.
Barton kicks to Moutier. Right side Millsap. 6 to shoot. Pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. And Fareed throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Powell kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Barnes. Nowitzki sets a screen for Barnes. Off the screen.
Fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
It from beyond the arc.
And Moutier was given all sorts of room there, and he sinks that three like it was nothing.
Now here's Barea, defended by Moutier from the stripe, and the shot falls short this time. The Nuggets trail by 18. And stolen by Nowitzki. Harris passes to Barea. Another miss by Barea. Denver with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
A different look for Dallas. Nerlens Noel checks in for Dwight Powell. Matthews comes in for Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in.
And Emmanuel Moutier's path to the NBA, so fascinating. 7th pick overall in 2015, but played in China prior to declaring for the NBA draft. I think that experience helped, but made Denver intrigued as to whether or not he could be the point guard for their organization for the future.
How's that for a quick possession?
He did not hesitate one bit. Great explosion.
Outside Curry. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the shot goes in. And 12 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Well, following up on Moutier, spent some time in China, grew up in Texas, and was born in the Congo. Well, that's quite a world traveler at his young age.
Well, my thing is, Kevin, did he keep all the miles to help out? You know, he's worked really closely with Coach Malone to improve his game during his rookie year, and he couple seasons how that develops.
And so it's Dallas with it after the Nuggets pick up 2, and that one's good. Noel.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Now here's Moutier, back to Barton. Here's Jokic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Mavericks leading by 14. Outside Curry. Dishes it to Nowitzki. On the wing, Barnes. Shot off the pick. And too long on the shot.
Outstanding D there. Shirt and made him uncomfortable.
And here's Barton. Millsap in the corner. On the clock. This one for 3. Good D by Barnes.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
14 feet away, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Feeds it to Nowitzki. A fader. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Moutier kicks to Jokic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Mavericks leading by 16. Here's Matthews. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. The Nuggets trail by 18. Now here's Moutier. Millsap in the corner. Puts it up from 12. Up again. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got 4 points this quarter.
That's just a poor job by the defense to let the Manimal get the rebound. He's the last guy you want to get free under there.
Barnes. And Jokic with the rebound.
Yeah, it's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
Curry with it. Now defended by Moutier. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. Knocks it loose. Millsap with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And here we go. Jokic, no good. Mavericks leading by 16. Outside Curry. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Barton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Moutier. Millsap passes to Jokic. Goes up the baseline. Millsap misses. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, buckling down on defense, the key here. No more easy buckets, no more layups. Has to be the mantra as they try to mount that comeback.
Now here's Moutier. Back to Millsap. That shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Curry dishes to Nowitzki. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The pass to Moutier. Back to Millsap. Fades away. And that one drops for him. Millsap's got 13 points in the second half.
For a minute, it looked like the shot might be blocked, but Millsap timed his shot perfectly and just got it off.
Outside Curry. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Millsap with the steal. He kicks to Barton. Millsap a screen on Barnes. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Barton got hit on that play, but I like the way he brushed off the defense to get to his spot.
Matthews a screen on Barton. Barton against Curry. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets trail by 14. Barton kicks to Millsap. Again, Millsap missing. Maverick shooting 47%, pretty solid. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Noel missing.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, like the thought, but the execution was not there.
And Jokic slams it in.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
Dallas leading by 12. Curry kicks to Noel. Here's Matthews, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
Yeah, 2020 tonight. He could not be more focused, just locked in. Got to give him the ball.
Denver calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Mavericks making a switch here. Borea's checked in. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Now here's Barton. Moutier kicks to Barton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, Will the Thrill Barton is improved, and I'll tell you why, Kevin. He put the time in, working tirelessly on that shot. Became a legitimate three-point threat from the wing and saw his point totals soar.
First one falls for him. Thinking about Barton now, with his ability, Brent, to stretch a defense, it opens up a lot of lanes for himself and his teammates.
Well, he's always known how to attack the rim, and now it's about his decision-making to do one of two things: get in there or stop short for the pull-up jumper. He's showing that now.
Both free throws good from Barton. And so it's Dallas with it. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Borea kicks to Barnes. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Nice job working his way inside for the high percentage look.
Moutier pass to Millsap. And another miss by Denver.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Fantastic awareness out on the floor. That's a textbook assist.
The Nuggets trail by 16. To the inside, and stolen by Nowitzki. Now Borea, he feeds it to Noel. Wants to get it to Barnes and does.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Well, let's give credit to where it is due. They refused to take their foot off the gas pedal, even after it was obvious they were in full control of this basketball game.
Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 18. And here's Borea outside. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
Just doesn't matter tonight. You go inside, outside, half court, transition. They have executed with precision.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a hot button topic in the NBA right now, intentional fouling. Brent, we've talked a little bit about it. What should the league do to take steps to cut down on the hack-a-player strategies that seem to be more in vogue now than ever before?
Of course, we always say just go up and make your free throws, big guys. But I think strategically there could be something done with the league, Kevin, that can make that rule very, very interesting. I've always thought that if the player as a center or whoever it is you're going to foul stays in the backcourt and never enters the possession, he can't be fouled. When he enters the front court, then you can foul him and put it at the free throw line. So what you're doing essentially, taking a poor free throw shooter and having to play 4-on-5 for a possession if you're willing to keep him on the floor. And from a strategy standpoint, I think it would make it very interesting.
First free throw is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Noel.
Well, the way he battled down low was just impressive. His rebounding numbers tonight are awesome. They jump off the stat page, and they got full effort from every minute he was on the floor.
And it's Noel with the rebound. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Makes it off the glass.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Great attack.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got in the game.
Clock and game clock. Barea kicks to Barnes. Barea with it. The dish to Matthews. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Offline from the top of the key. And here is Murray. So no problem for Dallas. Is outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, great night for you. How did it all come together?
My team's doing a great job of getting me open, and our guards are finding me, and I'm just putting the ball in the basket when I can.
You were open and available all night, Wesley. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Nerlens Noel. Of course he had a double-double. Had guys on their heels the entire night trying to match up with him, but he's just too good.
His whole game tonight operating on another level, Ernie. And he wasn't just allowed to do whatever he wanted to do. He earned it. That's where the pride kicked in.
Well, how about his shooting tonight? He was locked in from the floor. Wide open, a double team, it did not seem to matter. He was going to sink it in. When you got a player who's that reliable, you're a tough team to beat.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.